Everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a map layout in ArcGIS Pro. So let's get started. So in the table of contents section you can visualize we have two different layers. One layer represents our study area boundary and the second layer represents our geomorphological layer for this specific study region. And there is various geomorphological features starting from active floodplain, highly dissected structural hills and valley, mass wasting products, and moderately dissected structural hills and valley, an alluvial plain, river, and road cutting, and younger alluvial plain. And the link will be given in the description to how to download a geology and geomorphological layer from different sources. The link will be given in the description. Please check out to how to download a geology and geomorphological shapefile. So you can check the description section of the video. So now to create a map layout, so navigate to this option called Insert. So in that, and there is an option called New Layout. Create a new layout and add it to a project. The new layout is saved within the project. So click this option here. So once you did that, so here you can choose a variety of layout that is available in this option. So you can choose variety of layout. For example, starting from A4, A5. So there is an option here. In the portrait section, we have different options here, starting from A5 to A0. And similarly for landscape, the A5 to A0. And for ANSI portrait, and there is a variety of different layouts available here. So here you can select variety of layout options available here. So now I'm going to select a landscape layout. So I'm going to click this option here. So now we are in layout section here. So suppose if you want to make some changes to it, so you have to just right click. So you have to navigate this option called properties. So in properties you can make some changes to this layout section. So you can page size will be in 8.5 inch into 11 inch. So you can just adjust according to your choice. And the orientation also you can select. Currently it is in landscape. So you can also change to a portrait mode. So now click OK. And now to add your maps, you have to navigate to this option called map frame. So new map frame. So in that, we're going to click this and we're going to select our map. So once you did that, a plus like symbol appears here. So we're going to just we're going to paste our map here. And now we can able to visualize our map here. So once you added your map frame, so you have to navigate to this layer, right click, and we're going to select zoom to the layer. So now it is centered. And now suppose if you want to zoom your map, so for example, so we want to zoom this particular, to zoom in and zoom out this particular study area, or to adjust to either to move towards right or left. So you can use this particular option here. So you have to navigate to layout section. So in layout, we have to click this option called activate. So once you did that, so you can now adjust your map according to your choice. So you can also reduce zoom level and increase zoom level of according to your choice here. So let me adjust here. And now we can close this activation, close activation. So deactivates the map frame and restores the layout tool here. So basically this tool is very useful to move our map and also to adjust the zoom level. So once you're done moving your map here, so once you're done moving your map, so you can navigate to the layouts section and you can click this option called close activation. So now you can't move your map so towards right or left, so you can't move. So if you want to zoom in or zoom out or to adjust your map, you can use this tool called activate. So next we could like to add our grids. So for that we're going to navigate to insert option here. So here we're going to add our grid option here. So now let me select my map frame. So I have selected my map frame. We're going to add our grids. So you can select your grid of your choice here. So there is many grid options available here. So now we're going to select this particular grid option here. So now you can visualize the grid here. So now let me make some changes to it. Let me add some space here. And now suppose if you want to make some changes to this grids, so you can go to this option that is in table of contents section here. So it is called as a black horizontal label gradicules. So here we're gonna right click and we're gonna select this option called properties. So now a new window pops up saying the black horizontal label gradicule. So in that, so here there is many options available in this option in our map grid option. So it is available here, black horizontal label gradicules. So here, so there is an option here, general. So the name is black horizontal label. You can click this. So there is several different options available in this grid option here. So now suppose if you want to remove this grid lines inside the maps, so you can navigate to this option here. So here we're gonna select this option called grid lines. So now I have selected this option called grid lines. In the appearance section, you can go to this option and click this symbol, and we can set a color. So I will set the color to no color, and I will reduce my line width here to 0. So once you did that, we can apply here, and now you can able to visualize here the grid lines are removed. And let me get back. So there is many options available here. You can just check this out here. So for example, here in the vertical option, in the vertical axis, you can visualize here the latitude and longitudes are in horizontal position. You can change back this to a vertical position. So for that, we can navigate to this option called labels. Let me select the label here, labels. So I've selected the labels. So you can just click this option called east and west. And now I've selected east and west here. So it just reflects our option here. So it is the latitudes and it is in vertical alignment now. So you can able to visualize it now. And after that, I'm interested to add a title. So to add a title, you have to go to this option here. So that is rectangle text. So click this, and you can just drag this option here. So just you can enter the text. So I'm going to enter as a geomorphology map here. So I'm going to enter. And now I have entered as geomorphology map. So let me select this particular title, that is geomorphology map. So you have to navigate to this option called text. So navigate to this option called text. After that, so you can choose your font, and you can select a font of your choice here. So you're gonna enter Times New Roman. So I've selected. So selected as Times New Roman. So now I will select the size. Now let me increase the size here. So now I could like to place this. And now let me click outside of it. So let me click here, and let me drag this geomorphology title here. So once you placed your title in the correct position, so you can just adjust according to your choice. So now I could like to make this title bold. So let me select this and go to this option here, and I'm gonna select bold. So it is available in text option here. So once you did that, so you're gonna select outside. And now next I could like to add a north arrow to this map. And now to add a north arrow, so select this option called insert. So in that, we're going to select this option called north arrow, and there is many options available, many symbols for north arrows available. So you can select your north arrow of your choice. So now I'm going to stick to this particular symbol here. Select this one. I'm going to paste our north arrow here. So now I can able to visualize it. I have pasted my north arrow here. Now next I could like to add a legend to this map. So I'm going to add a legend. So we have move on to this option, that is insert. We select this option called legend. So once you selected the legend option, so now let us add our legend. So gonna drag this here. So now I can able to visualize our legend here. And suppose you want to increase the size of this particular legend here, so you can just select this one, select your legend, and just drag this, so you can just increase the size of it. And if you want to make some more changes to your legend here, just right click on this and go to this option called properties. So in properties, window will be pop up here. So in that you can select a variety of different options available: legend, background, borders, shadow, title, group layer name. So there is many options available here, so you can check this out. So now let me select this option here. I'm going to select an option called labels. So in labels, there is many options available. So the font name, style, so you can change the style, and the size of the fonts. So there is a lot of options here, so you can visualize it now. So halo, for the color is no color here. Let me select some color, select a white color for the halo, and select a shadow, a black color. So you can just apply here. You can visualize here. And now let me close this and then make some changes here. So now you can make some changes to this legend here. So you can just right click and you can select this option called convert to graphics. So once you did that, you can right click and again select this and right click again, and you can select this option called ungroup. So it basically ungroups our legend here. So now we're going to select specifically this particular one. I'm going to remove this, delete, and now we can paste this here in the center. And now we're going to select all this together, and now right click. So we're going to select this option called group. So you can also remove this all other value also, so using this option called convert to graphics. So again, let me select all. So now let us group all these values together. So you can either select using this particular option here, you can select all, or you can navigate to a table of contents section here. So using a control key in your keyboard, so you can just select all the layers here. So now I have selected all the layers in legend, and just right click and select this option called group. So once you're done, so all the legends are grouped together now. Next I could like to add a scale bar to our map. So we're gonna click this option here. So in that we're gonna select the scale bar. So now we're gonna select the scale bar, alternating scale bar 1. So click this. So now let me place a scale bar here. So now I have placed a scale bar. And now suppose if you want to make some changes to the scale bar, just click on this and you can right click and go to this option called properties. So the window called scale bar will be visible now. So now suppose if you want to reduce the number here, so the scale bar numbers, you can just select this option here, that is properties. So in that you can just reduce the divisions here. So now it is okay, it is fine now. Yeah, it is. Now it is better than previous one. So now we have added our title, legend, scale bar, north arrow, and so last I could like to export this map. So now to export this map, we have to navigate this option called share. So in that, we're gonna select this option called export layout. So I have clicked this. So in layout, you can select the file type of your choice. So there is a variety of file types here. So I'm gonna select JPEG. So next, select your folder location to save your map. So we're gonna browse so click this option to save to your folder location of your choice. So once you selected your folder location, click this option called save. And after that, you can choose your resolution of your choice. So 300 dpi is a good one. So you can also increase your dpi of your choice. And so now we're gonna export this map. So click this option called export. So now the export is completed. So we can check out our map. So before that, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna save our project. Suppose if you want to make some changes to your project, so you can just use this particular folder location to make some changes to your map. So I've saved my file. I've saved my project here. Now let us take a look at our map. So we have created our map. So now let me open that. Now let us take a look of this map. So this is our geomorphology map we have created using our ArcGIS Pro. And now let me get back to our ArcGIS Pro. So in this video I have shown you how to create a map layout in ArcGIS Pro. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and give us a like.